Hey everyone, it's Dustin with TechMD. You have now got to part 2 of our video on our Xbox Elite controller, Series 2. We are now going to micro solder the joystick onto the device. I actually struggled with this one because it didn't have a clamping device, but hopefully this will turn out good. Look out for part 3 here in the next few days. We're going to show you the testing, and I'm going to actually play a game and whatnot and show you some of the complications I had and the solutions I did to fix it. Let's go ahead and get some solder or flux all around here, all the connectors. I'm going to check these connectors here real quick. Yep, we need these 4 as well. We definitely don't need that. I don't know what that piece is, but we don't have to really worry about it. But you don't want to loosen it up. All right, now that we got flux on there, we're going to take some lead solder. It's my technique that Hector didn't use. We're going to go ahead and warm up the connector, put some lead on there. This actually helps loosen it up, makes it much easier. There's a couple ways to do this. You can desolder and suck up the solder. That's one way. You can warm up all the connectors. That's the way we're going to use. All at once. Or you can clean, I think I might, or you can clean it with the braid as well. So I'm going to opt for warming up everything because in my opinion, it's just been easier to do something like that in the past. But we'll find out which way is the easiest. So I'm going to get a little bit more Kapton's tape. Cut some loose. I need to get sharper scissors here, guys. If you do decide to cut the tape on here, just be careful not to. Oh, this is going to be a pain. Not to cut traces, but being a pain, so I'm just going on my desk. It's just heat resistant tape. If you don't know what that is, just watching to be entertained. Since we have to warm up such a large area, we want to protect all of this. As much as possible. I'm not gonna be able to get everything, but Ideally, you want to cover the board as much as possible in Kapton Tape. The temperatures I'll be using on my heat gun is going to be way hot. Hotter than most people like to use, but it's okay with me. You need to be really experienced if you're going to use it this method. So now I got a nice grip here, and I'm not going to pull hard at all. It's just going to come loose for me. It's going to be at actually before I do that, I need to take off my nozzle because I don't want any directed air. Only take that off if it's cold. Don't burn yourself. So no directed air, just a flat all around. I got a nice grip on it. My tool wants to dance around on me. Might have to use heat gloves. I'm hoping not. There should be enough flux on there to loosen this up, but if you feel like you need more flux, then do it. Right now we're at 425. We're still not shiny. What I'm going to do here, get it hotter and get some gloves on that protects my hands a little bit better. Go up to 480. Just want it not too much heat at a sustained time, but just more quick, get it over with kind of thing. So a little bit more heat will help, and let's add some more flux. Moving the tape over a little bit. We don't want these joints not to get love too. There we go. Lots of flux will help this flow. Okay. Moved up to 480, 120. Really just need to grab the joystick. Should come right out with very little effort. Just pulling on it slowly here. Why it's nice and hot, take your hot soldering iron and your braid. Here's my braid. Or wick, I should say. It should come pretty loose really fast since the boards are already hot. see what's going on. I've got one little piece that did not come through. So what we're going to do here, let's try to loosen this up. This last little piece that didn't want to come through was just a regular soldering iron. Yeah, I think the best way to do it is what I was originally doing, heating it up. Because this thing obviously does not want to loosen up, even with some braid. Well, let's try braid first. Looks like it splashed over a little bit on that side. My only option is to blast the board again. It's ridiculous. And apparently you don't need to cover that from what I can see. I'm trying to avoid blasting the board again, but here we are. Piece is finally loose. And now we gotta go through it with braid and make sure we, or wick. Clean up all the holes. Remove all the tape off. Okay. We're going to take our soldering iron and do the other side. Let's get this nice and warm. All right, let's hope that that does it a little bit better. Jeez. What a nightmare of a controller. All right. For my next magic trick, we're going, since we don't have a well clamped system, because I need to buy one and I don't do a lot of soldering yet. How am I going to do this without burning myself? I have to hold on to this. I need something to hold on to it with. I'm burning myself. Already lost connection? It's so hard to angle this right. I swear this heat gun is not enough. It doesn't give me enough hose. So stupid. It's much harder than I thought. Without a clamping pressure, it's near impossible to do without a clamp. I don't know what else to do. Hands are unprotected. There's nothing really to hold this down. I need some kind of clamp. Pressure from underneath. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to press down on this when I can. And go for that. And I can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just going to warm this up and put simple pressure down. That looked like it did it. Wow, what a nightmare. Yeah, it looks like I got it all soldered together properly. Now for the touch-up. Make sure they stay connected. Just put a little bit of lead solder on each one of these spots. And then we're going to just check and make sure we didn't bump any freaking resistors after all that chaos. Turn off our soldering iron as well. Well, the resistors look fine. We just got a ton of flux we gotta clean up. Just the level of difficulty, and once I get clamps, I think it'll be a lot easier once I have a proper clamp. But when it comes to soldering, guys, you got to really just have all the right tools to do everything, or it's not going to work out for you. Now we just got to reassemble and test it. Thanks for watching part 2. Part 3 in a few days. Please like and subscribe, guys. Have a good one.